Sorry, I was reading this stuff. Y'all know I haven't been on YouTube in so long doing live. Welcome to the MomNurse Fashionista, y'all. OMG, I miss y'all so much. I hope y'all get notified that I'm live. And even not, y'all could come back and watch the replay because, yes, as you see, RN and LPN HEDIS remote jobs are hiring now. These companies are hiring now. So y'all make sure y'all come in here and put your questions in your comments. Anything you got a question about, you drop it down below if you're watching a replay. So normally I go live around 3 o'clock, but you know, life been lifing and these viruses been doing a job. And child, y'all gonna have to bear with me through this video, okay? I just wanted to come on here because I literally was finna go to bed and lay down. And I say, Lord, I've been trying to come on here on YouTube live and do these videos. Now, I was gonna pre-record a video, but I wanted to hurry up and tell y'all now because I pre-record it and then I have to edit it and then I forget to put it up and y'all won't even get the info. So I had to come on in here. Make sure when you come in here, you leave me a like, please. Thank you. Welcome in. So anyway, as y'all see the title, these HEDIS jobs are doing the business, okay? These recruiters are doing a job. So, right quick, I am kind of discombobulated, y'all, because last week, thank you for coming in. Make sure you hit a like. Last week, me and the twins, y'all, we contracted some kind of virus. I don't know what's going on, but y'all know every time September, October come, here come all the nasty viruses, right? And so, child, we was sick. I woke up in the middle of the day Thursday. Y'all know I always have a story. If y'all one of my OGs, I always have a story for y'all, okay? But anyway, so I woke up after getting off Thursday morning, and I felt so dizzy. And I was like, oh, I must, because it was only like 12 o'clock, because somebody was banging on my door. Anyway, I have to go back to that. That's a whole nother story. So my daughter woke me up like somebody at the door, knocking at the door. And I'm like, what? So I got up real fast and I was like, oh, okay, you know, it's just because I got up real fast. And I went back to sleep later on and I didn't wake up till like 7, 8 o'clock. I don't sleep like that, you know, that long. 7, 8 o'clock in the evening. And I was like, I feel horrible. My throat was on fire. Charlie was one thing after another. And I had the worst. I have never had vertigo like this. Y'all, I've been dizzy since Thursday. And it's on a whole nother level. This is calm. Because normally, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it was so bad I couldn't walk in the house. I had to like have the kids hold. I had to hold on to the kids. I could barely make one step without about to fall. And every time, even in my sleep, because my daughter, one of the twins, was so sick, she was up throughout the night and day crying all night and day. I guess she got the part of the virus where it bothered her stomach. And because we was throwing up too and all the things, child. All the things we had. Me and the twins only had it, thank God. But one of the twins was real bad. Anyway, I had to take her into the ER because the doctor was like, I don't know if it's appendicitis. She shouldn't be like this that many days, all night, all morning. No lie, y'all. So even in my sleep, when I would like turn over, it felt like somebody took the house and turned it upside down. I never had vertigo like that. And if I had vertigo, it would be like, it was after COVID or during COVID and it'll go away. And so y'all know, like in June, I had talked about me having COVID. I just had COVID again in June. And so when I was dizzy like that, I knew it must was COVID, but this wasn't COVID. I got tested at the ER and everything. But at any rate, y'all, so I'm trying to, I still feel like that. Like it's not bad, like the room spinning, but it's like, I have to like hold my head and get myself together. So I'm looking at my computer and looking at the phone because I want to give y'all these jobs because y'all know I'm going to come with the jobs. And it's that time of year. And I don't know if y'all know. So I didn't send it out to my email listing because I'm just trying to get where I can look at the computer good. Because even if I look at the screen too long or my phone too long or the TV, like I get, it just really messes up my equilibrium, y'all. It's just, I haven't been able to work. I can't be working with the peds, with the kids. Y'all know I went back to peds working at night. I cannot do that. You know, you have to hold the children. We're not finna do that. I can barely hold myself up. I can barely cook. Oh, child. Anyway, so I ain't been eating, child. I guess losing a little weight. That's a good thing after having a virus. But okay, so y'all bear with me. Y'all bear with me. So I was going to also come on here with a word because every time I get sick around this time and I cannot work, because y'all know last year, after I had my hysterectomy, after September, I was supposed to go back to work, right? I had the total hysterectomy. And then my health started falling apart. My oldest had to rush me to the ER. I was having chest pain. I really felt like I was having a heart attack, no lie. And women, if y'all having issues, make sure y'all don't ignore it. Because I ignored it. I remember waking up and I never had chest pain like that. Like how they say it felt like an elephant on your chest. It felt like a legit elephant was on my chest. I stripped everything off. I didn't even have on no bra. It was early in the morning, but I could not breathe. And I was like, it's okay. I'll be all right. And my heart rate could never get, like, my heart rate was so high. I was having extreme shortness of breath. It was horrible. And I had to go see all these cardiologists, get all these tests, see the pulmonologist. Well, some kind of way, God, ain't no some kind of way, God healed me, and I don't have issues with that no more, y'all. I ended up having asthma. That's what the pulmonologist said after the cardiologist didn't find nothing. But I was out of work. I couldn't work. This went on for months. It went on for months. And I could not go back to work because then after I got well, my oldest was hospitalized for a week. And then after that, it's when all that RSV was bad and stuff last year. And so my littles, the 3 littles started getting sick. One of them had to get surgery. It was like, oh my God, it was like never ending, right? So I feel like that's what's going on right now with this, because I was supposed to go back to work and I was trying to get all these shifts and I cannot work. But last year when all of that was happening, right, I ended up creating my HEDIS course. And that was nothing but God, because I promise y'all had showed out and y'all supported me. And that HEDIS course, it was easy to do the class. Like, it's a pre-recorded course. It's easy. But it was all of the extra stuff, like, getting it ready for y'all. And I was having issues with the computer. I'm not IT. I don't do all this IT stuff. But God sent people in my life to help me. Like, this one girl, she was a subscriber. And I don't even know how we started talking about stuff. And I don't know, we was talking on Instagram about stuff, and she was like, you need to do this, this, and that. I had no issues after that. Then I was telling y'all about this issue last year, right? Literally a couple of days before my daughter got hospitalized. I was telling y'all how I was getting sick. She was getting sick, and I was having issues with the course and this, and I was trying to get it up on my website, and I don't have that website no more because that was just evil, y'all. All this, it's just been so much drama, but that's okay though. That's okay, because when that stuff happened, it's just God clearing the path for better to happen in our lives, right? So anyway, one of my subscribers, I love y'all so much. One of y'all said, oh yeah, you gotta always, sometimes it's good to have an external hard drive. And I was like, oh duh, I wasn't even thinking, because I had all this stuff going on, worried about working, when you don't work, the bills don't get paid, worrying about my kids being sick, having to be home with them, and all this stuff. And so I was like, oh duh. And this awesome little boy at Best Buy, Caleb, helped me out. And it was nothing between him, me talking with the IT people for my website, talking with them, and that lady and the girl, everything came together, right? And the HEDIS course was amazing. And I've been able to help people with jobs, right? Find these HEDIS jobs. And I also talk about other remote jobs in the course. I just don't focus on HEDIS. I say all that to say, during my downtime, since I haven't been able to work, God has gave me another idea, and now I'm coming out. I'm creating another course, but it's going to be way doper, and it's going to be so bomb, and it's going to help nurses, because my main thing that I have been finding this year since I got a TikTok is that people are looking for remote jobs for various reasons. As nurses, when you work in healthcare, we have to help. We take care of people, but then we also need help, and then we also have to take care of our family. And then we have kids, and we have childcare issues. Or you just had a baby and you don't want to put your child in daycare, because Lord knows, if I had children in daycare, I would not want to put them in daycare either, because there's so much stuff going on. I had to take one of my twins to the ER yesterday because I'm thinking the symptoms she having is from this virus we just had. And her pediatrician was like, you need to take her to the ER. She need to get evaluated. And I walk in there, and it was so many. I have never seen an ER filled with so many little babies in car seats. And I say, oh no, sister, we about to turn around and go back to the ER we went to Saturday. So that's what I did. We went back to the ER we went to Saturday, and everything was good and all that. But anyway, so I say all that to say, like, God, he always clear paths and figure things out for us, because literally beginning of this year, I was thinking about a course and what I could do for another course, but then and how I can help us out, us nurses out, because it get tiring working at the bedside. It's nothing wrong with not working at the bedside. It's nothing wrong with elevating in your healthcare career. Now I say healthcare because I have CNAs, I have medical assistants, nurses, respiratory therapists, EMTs reaching out to me, and I do find jobs. No lie, I find remote jobs for all of those different healthcare clinicians that I just talked about. Who else? Nurse practitioners, PAs, doctors, social workers, of course case managers, but social workers, therapists and social workers are major, and nurse practitioners and PAs. I have been finding dope remote jobs. So I need to do some updated videos on that. This is while I've been working on with my clients, and I find that stuff and I try to like archive it, and then I never get back to it, just because this vertigo and everything, it drains my body. And a virus, whatever this virus was, y'all, I don't know what the hell, you know, it's some crazy strains going on, you know, these viruses and stuff. But I'm trying to get back to myself, because I kind of feel like an out-of-body experience is what it felt like, having that vertigo. I have never, y'all ever experienced that? I don't know, but that's crazy. So anyway, when I come across that stuff, I do a TikTok video and I put it over here on YouTube, because I like to do quick videos. I already have an RN video that I came across. I'm looking at the job right now. So a lot of the HEDIS season, first off, they're paying us more this year. I'm glad they're increasing the pay, because it's like, okay, everything is going up. Let's pay us nurses more money. Okay, yeah. So so one HEDIS review nurse job I found is $56 an hour. I think that's awesome. I did talk to a recruiter a couple of weeks ago, or maybe it was longer than that. My weeks run into each other, and that job was for $40 an hour for LPN. The least that I have seen for LPN is $30. I just had another recruiter reach out to me. I need to check my LinkedIn. Please, y'all, get on LinkedIn. I checked my email. Well, I didn't open it, but I looked at my email. Another recruiter reached out to me today, and I had one over the weekend. I think it was when I found it when I was working Wednesday night, and I just haven't, I'm still catching up on my emails, y'all. You know, it's just a lot. Hey, y'all, welcome. Hey, y'all, hey. I'm so glad y'all coming in, because, child, I was like, they may not come in. It's the middle of the day. Everybody be working, doing their own thing. Okay, I'm glad y'all in here. Again, make sure y'all leave me a like, because y'all ain't even left me no like yet. Like, y'all been watching the video, but y'all ain't left me no like. Y'all gotta leave me a like. And make sure y'all comment down below. Okay, so another thing I have come across, y'all. So these are several jobs. I was doing a job listing for one of my clients that I'll be sending to you, girl. If you're looking at these, I'll be sending to you, like, yeah, today. And thank you for the like. And she was looking for HEDIS jobs. And I have never found this many jobs in one sitting, in one day, an amount of hours. It may take days. Like, if you want to be a client of mine and you want me to find you some remote jobs, I always say give me up to 3 days, depending on what you're looking for, where you live in. Thank you for the like, where you're located, where you're licensed, how much you're looking for, and depending on the company, because, you know, I mean, I wish we all could get paid a lot of money. You know, if it was up to me, if it was up to LB, that's what I would do, but it's not up to me. So sometimes it may take longer, but y'all, I have come across, like, right here, I have come across so many jobs. So I wanted to break it down to y'all, because I have MAs. If y'all don't understand HEDIS, medical assistants can work with HEDIS. If you have a healthcare background, if you have a bachelor's in healthcare administration, if you have a degree in healthcare administration, you can work in HEDIS. You do not have to be a nurse. First and foremost, when I first learned about HEDIS, a girl I know was an MA, and she was like, girl, I used to work HEDIS, so if you need to understand it, because it was hard to understand, y'all, I ain't even gonna lie. Y'all know I got several HEDIS videos, and I'll be straight up about it. HEDIS was very confusing, thus why I created my course. And if you want my course, what am I thinking? My course is $40 today, y'all. I have never had the course that cheap, but I saw it was Prime Day, and I was like, I can have my own Prime sale, okay? So I made it $40 yesterday and today, so y'all make sure y'all grab that. Just DM me or email me. I'll put the link to the course in the description box after this video upload. But you can be an MA and work, because I'm not gonna get into all that. Do the course, but you can be an MA, and you can be a coordinator, a HEDIS coordinator. So the HEDIS coordinator jobs that I've been finding, those are basically like 18 to 20 something dollars an hour. It depends on the company, it depends on the location, it depends on your experience. Also, you could be a quality performance specialist, and this is another HEDIS job. It's another I'm looking at the job description right now. These are basically for RNs, but what I want to explain to y'all is that please, please, please scroll down, read the entire job description in its entirety, because sometimes it says like it's a registered nurse preferred. It's not required. Period. Like, still apply to the job, right? Okay. So then I have another role that I came across, and these are different job titles I'm giving y'all. Y'all know I'm going to give you the job titles because then you can Google them, but I'm also going to hook y'all up. Okay, so don't even worry. Y'all know Lorna gonna hook y'all up. Okay, so then another type of HEDIS position, and this one just depends on your healthcare experience. It can start as low as $17 and go up to $24.66. So these are the different jobs. Then I came across another HEDIS job, okay? And this HEDIS job is paying up to $131K a year. And I'm not lying. Like, these are the jobs. The jobs are out there. It just depends on your experience. So a lot of jobs, if this is a senior position, so they're looking, some manager position, so they're looking for people that have prior experience to the point that they can be a manager. I always like to share these jobs because I come across people that have worked in HEDIS and that have worked from home and has a background in coding, have a background in managing, leadership, teamwork skills. Listen, make sure you have this stuff on your resume, because say you had 1 season of HEDIS experience, you've been a nurse for a good minute, you worked in different types of areas of nursing, and you also have leadership skills. Make sure you put that, all of that right there tie into experience, and they can look at you as a candidate. Please make sure you put that stuff in your resume, okay? I'm also not doing resume revamps at the moment, but I am offering resume audits. So my resume audits, I go through, look at your resume and tell you everything you need to do to fix your resume and what, so that it'll match the jobs you're looking for. So I will ask you what jobs you're looking for, and you'll be like, oh, I want utilization review, our case and management job, and then our HEDIS or whatever, right? And so I'll make sure that your experience is going to match the jobs. I'm not going to lie, I don't do that. I've had several people ask me that, and I'm like, but if you never done this, don't put that on your resume, because you know they're going to fact check. Like, especially if you put on there, oh yeah, I used to do this, this, and that at this job. They're going to be like, oh shoot, this is good, let me call and verify. And these people going to be like, oh, sister girl brother ain't never worked at my company. Like, don't do that, y'all. It's not that deep. Like, be honest. Like, be honest. So make sure y'all are selling yourself, and make sure y'all are going out and you are like boasting on yourself, because baby, you are the ish. Like, you work hard for your degree, you work hard for your license, you work hard for your certification. So get out there and sell yourself, okay? What is the other one I came across? Oh, data abstractor. And y'all know I always talk about, we do data abstraction. We do abstraction when you're going into your patient's charts and you get that information out and you entering it into the database. That's abstract. That's what abstraction is. That's abstracting that information out, putting it to the database. Listen, that's what I do on your resume, though, make you stand out, okay? So that's a little bit what I do. So with my resume audit, this is what, the same way we talking like this is what I do, but I go into very much more detail. It's very detailed. And I'm doing those resume audits right now. I can't do no resumes. I got to catch up on my work. And y'all been blessing the sister so good. And y'all have been amazing. And so I don't want to get behind. And then y'all know I was sick and I'm still trying to get myself together. I'm still trying to doctor on myself. So I don't want to take on no resume revamps at the moment, but I am doing resume audits because those are quick. It's a quick turnaround. It don't take no time, okay? So I talked about, I talked about quality performance, quality data abstracting. Oh, they also have quality assurance specialist. Y'all, they have all these fancy titles for HEDIS. And some of them you do need an RN, and some of them you do not need an RN. And let me see what the other one is. And then I talked about the HEDIS data manager, HEDIS nurse, HEDIS coordinator. And then we have HEDIS review nurse, right? That's like the main title, HEDIS review nurse. Let me see what Miss Yvonne Brown said. I need a remote role. Preferably no phones. Okay, so a lot of people always ask me, they always say, can you find me a remote job with no phones? It depends on what field you go into. HEDIS, you are on the phones and you are not on the phones. It depends on the time. It depends on what your not your specialty, but it depends on where they put you in HEDIS. When I did HEDIS, I did different types of HEDIS. So one time I was every time I was a HEDIS review nurse, but my job was to call all the doctor's offices and request the medical records. Now, once I received all the medical records for my set of patients in my oh Lord, y'all, my mind is so bad with this dizziness. But in my measures, so they're separated in measures. So my measure that I had at that time, I had a lot of different measures. But my first team that I had, we had a certain amount of not patients, but clients. And so when you go in and you're looking for those clients' medical records. If they're not in the insurance company's database, then you got to reach out. And also, it's called chart chasing. I want y'all to go to the Google and type in chart chaser and see what you come up with what jobs you come up with, okay? When you go into those jobs, when you go into those databases and you don't find what you're looking for, you're actually chasing a chart. That's what you're doing, because we have to get the medical records to abstract them and to review it and put that information into the system, okay? HEDIS, you basically just using a tool so that your patients, your clients at insurance companies are making sure they're being compliant. Okay, women, are we getting our mammograms at a certain age? Are we getting our pap smears? Men, are they getting their prostates checked? Kids, they even do kids. Kids, are they getting their immunizations by a certain age? That's why if you work in a doctor's office, like if you worked in the doctor's office, a clinic, it don't even matter now, but like a year ago, they definitely was looking at nurses who worked in the doctor's offices, because that's where you're going to get a lot of your HEDIS and those are the measures that you're going to be looking at. Doctor's offices for babies, for peds, doctor's offices for women, GYN. You're talking about the post-op, pre-op. You have different measures. You have one for pre, post, antepartum. GYN, it breaks it down into a lot. And so anyway, that's your HEDIS review. That's what you're reviewing. That's basically all you're doing. So you are on the phones a little bit. Now, when I got out, because my team, we got done first, and I don't know if all insurance companies do this, but child, when I worked for a child, they was giving away bonuses. So if you were done with if you finished at a certain time, you completed it or whatever, then they give you a bonus, which, me and my team, we got a bonus because we need that extra money. And then I did so good, they extended my contract. So then I went into another field. I didn't work one measure. I worked all the measures, but it was no phones. The records were already in the system, because that's what we did earlier that year. So all the records are in the system, and we just went through. I can't really tell you what jobs are out there without phones, because it's based on a title. Like telehealth, you're going to be on the phone. But can I ask you this question, if you're still on here? Like, what about it don't you want to do on the phones? Because some people don't like customer service. Like, you can get a role as a nurse and you can be getting a lot of inbound calls, right? Or you could be a telehealth nurse. Telehealth nurse, you have your set patients, you learn your patients, you know your patients. You're like, hey, Miss Billy, hey, Miss Jenny, how you doing today? Or I'm looking at your information here, your vitals. Are you okay? You triaging them. That's easy peasy. Then you could get a phone job where you're constantly getting calls in and you have a quota to meet every day. I worked with a client and she had that, and she was like, I got to get out of this. I do not like it, because we have to get on them calls and be done. We have to do a call by a certain amount of time, and then we have to do a certain amount of calls in a day, and she didn't like it. So she wanted to get out of that. So it just depends on what role you're going in. If I'm helping you look for jobs, I'm going to dive deep into that and make sure I don't find you jobs that require a lot of phones. So it just depends. You know, sometimes you do have to talk on the phone because you have to call your provider. You have to reach out to them via phone, you know, so you might have to reach out to the nurse at the provider's office, or the MA, or whoever working the back desk. It just depends. So sometimes you do have to reach out if you having issues, you know, if depending on if you're working in not quality, if you're working in case management, you're going to have to call these providers. If you working in what else? If you're doing utilization management, maybe not so much, but kind of you may have to call and you're going to have to verify, do this patient really need this based on their diagnosis? You know, so it just prior authorization. That's another field to go into for remote jobs for nurses. It just depends on where you are, where you're trying to go into in your nursing. Okay, so it just depends. It's all up to the position. But I hope that answered Miss Yvonne Brown's question. But yeah, I know a lot of people do not want phones, but again, it just depends on what you want to go into. Again, y'all, my HEDIS course is on sale today. I also am offering job listings. If you want to work from home job listings, my job listings are also only $40. If you want to do both, if you want both, like if you want my course and remote job listings, you can get both for $75. I'm also offering coaching. So if you're not sure where you want to be at in your career, but you know you're ready and you're tired and you want to move on because you're stressed, child. Yeah, so we could do some career coaching. Look, our license, we work hard and we cry for a reason, because your license it's like amazing opportunities out here, y'all. Amazing opportunities. Y'all know you can work for the NFL as a nurse. You could work in all kind of, you could work on a cruise ship as a nurse. You could work at Disney World as a nurse. Like, it's so much stuff you can do. If you want to work in a hospital and you love educating, like I love educating, you could be a educator on the floor, y'all. It's so much we can do with our nursing license. Like, do not box yourself in. Don't think you have to like stay at the bedside, and you're still going to be making an impact on your patients' lives. Like, when you're working behind the scenes, you're still making an impact in their lives, because they need these they need these what is it called, like their DME. They need their DME, you know, they need their different tests. And when you are trying to get these tests for your patients, utilization review and prior auth nurses are doing that, right? And utilization review nurses are basically trying to save their company money, and they're trying to find out where they can cut costs at, right? But you're also helping your patient at the same time. So you're still helping your patient. You're just behind the scenes. So listen, like, the possibilities are endless. It was so awesome to be on here to talk to y'all. If y'all don't have no questions or nothing, y'all make sure that y'all follow me on all platforms, on TikTok, MomNurse Fashionista, on here, on Instagram, my blog. I have a link to my blog on my main YouTube page. You can get there. I will have a list of these jobs listed after I get done with this. And what else? I think that's it, y'all. I think that's it. Y'all know what I like to say: no matter what you're going through, no matter your adversities, you are an overcomer, because baby, you can overcome. We're gonna overcome all these adversities that's trying to get at us. Okay. All right, y'all have an awesome day or night wherever you are. Talk to y'all later. Bye.